Hey, good evening, SpeedGaming. We've got another HMG A Link to the Past randomizer race for you. 2025 tournament, that is. And it is Skele versus Spleebie Game 1. This is a best-of-3 series. This is in the winner's bracket. So winner of the series moves on to the next round. The loser will fall down to the loser's bracket. Your typical double elimination style format. And I'm joined in the booth by Malmo. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, that wasn't hi.
Ah, it's okay. I forgive. Spleebie rocking his typical Minish Cap Link, and Skele just going plain old vanilla Link today. Actually, I'm not sure if it's Tunic or Vanilla Link. Tunic colored. Probably Vanilla Link, if I had to guess.
Well, Vanilla Link is the one with the ice cream theme.
Okay, listen. Like vanilla. Not flavor vanilla. Ice cream vanilla.
We'll have to wait for some kind of armor to be found. I do think this might be Tunic color Link, though. Or Hat color Link, rather. It's the more grass green.
So, right off the bat, we have ourselves the Lamp and Sanctuary, so no dark rooms today.
We also got a map check of all crystals. Desert's red, but that's mostly academic. Spleebie, maybe pick up that.
I was thinking the same thing.
You can't use it yet. And I think picking up the magic is actually a trap, and Spleebie's right. Because it's going to alert the archer, and Spleebie can't even use it. So what's the point? The point is that he'll get Lamp and Sanctuary. And then he won't use it because he doesn't need it yet.
Well, he can pencil down the prize pack knowledge for later. Who knows?
Yes. Nice early hook shot for Skele. I don't know Skele's like hover skills, but playing against Spleebie, I would be relieved to see that.
Oh yeah, Skele's a hover for sure.
I think most people in this tournament can at least skip Moldorm. I'm trying to think if there are any who can't.
Gamma too, but he bomb bounces.
No, Gamma's quite good at Moldorm bounce.
That's what I said.
So is Mr. Buyer. Is that a mushroom on the island?
Yes, that was a mushroom. Great. I mean, it's easy enough to get, so.
And bombs on Lumberjack. Yeah, I also Moldorm bounce. I think most people choose one or the other, and if you know how to do both, you focus on the hovering, and then you forget how to Moldorm bounce. Spleebie also knows how to chest turn, and he's going to show it at every opportunity.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to see how much time he loses from trying to do test turns.
Nice. You know, if this is a no logic seed, I'd be very excited about the specific combination of opening items. In fact, if I was Skele and I failed this hover, I would just go to pod. Because Lamp and Bow are a good indicator that like all of pod is in logic and we should just go there. It probably has the Moon Pearl.
I thought for a second he was actually heading to that drop, but no, he's going over here.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't rescued the old man yet, so if he did fall to the hover, he would have to either exit or climb the mountain again.
Yeah.
That's one of the downsides of Lumberjack DMAs is that you have more opportunities to not actually make it to Old Man. If you do the other Death Mountain Ascent, you will almost always at least get to the Old Man. And you'll die here on the way to rescuing
him. And now Pod's like logically beatable too.
We can beat Pod. We can even get hook, speed, hammer, so the fight's not completely impossible. Like, we could actually just do the speedrun all dungeons RMG fight. Okay, we're skipping heart pieces already. Skele has no fear. Oh, and
Tomb Raider?
Yeah, this is...
Imagine actually knowing this.
So hard to do without the Master Sword or higher. Because you have to throw the bomb early enough that it bombs the front bush and not the back bush. But not so early that it also bombs you. I don't know what the frame window is. It's kind of just vibes and I miss it half the time. Yeah, how often do you get to see Tomb Raider this early?
Just saying, like, how often do you see like someone successfully pull it off with swordless? Skele is a sweaty tryhard. You've seen it here first.
Well, the good thing is that there are like a dozen other ways to get there, so it's not the end of the world if you miss, but it does require a save and quit and a retry of some other version of King's Tomb clipping. The King's Tomb's in logic, but it's not because of Tomb Raider. Spleebie gets the heart piece. Yeah, Skele's already in Eastern. This is great.
Yeah, oh my, that was crisp. Spleebie did that so fast.
That's so good. I think you want to throw the bomb like as it starts flashing.
Yeah, I think Spleebie knows just pull the bomb out as soon as you exit Graveyard Ledge strat and throw it as soon as you know.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the setup I tried to learn, and I just haven't, committed to muscle memory yet.
You know, we can do all 4 Light World dungeons.
Yes, well, yes we can. We even have a bow to do bow landmo if we really, really want to.
We also have a hammer.
Hammer is okay, but it's a bit clunky as well.
Now, Tower of Hera is... Sometimes it's logically a Dark World dungeon. Because you are not given a big key to climb and you're supposed to come from Mire. But, if you have the hook shot, you can just hair pot. And, yeah, Spleebie does not have the big key, so he might get it on Moldorm and then be kind of annoyed because he can't, you can either drop down and check it and then go back up and collect the crystal, or wait until Swamp Palace. Some other reason to climb up here to open that chest. This could also just be the item, like Hera Basement can have the big key. The big key can be in the big chest. It's a logicless big key. It just gets placed randomly in the dungeon. It is an item.
I do ask the question though, since I'm less familiar with this logic. If the big key is available in the first 2 checks of Hera, does that mean it's logical to go ahead and beat Hera early?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen him roll upstairs. It's the same,
Gotcha.
Once the keys are placed before the items. So once the keys are placed, then the items look for places where they're allowed to go. And if there's a big key available in Hera, then the top of Hera is available as a location immediately. It's in Sphere 1 now.
Spleebie, you could have done the other Spec Rock Instaclip.
I wonder if he just didn't want to take damage because he's gonna do pod straight out of this because he already rescued Old Man. Actually makes perfect sense for him too. Okay, now he's gonna... Oh, he decided. Okay.
Oh, maybe...
He was like on the fence about it. I think he realized that pod... Oh my goodness. Speaking of things I get excited for, no logic. Cane of Samaria in Saha's Closet. It's really nice to have. It doesn't really do anything yet, but it's definitely something we'll be needing later. Yeah, Spleebie wanted... You could say that Spleebie was on 1 heart after that bomb clip, and if he had bomb clipped in the top of Spectacle Rock first, he would have had to like collect a fairy or not taking damage from a Moldorm to avoid, you know, the clip just killing him instead of putting him in Pod. This is why I called Pod a Light World dungeon, by the way. We're still in the Light World, which is why we're not a bunny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Skele's taking a break from just shotgunning dungeons and going to Kakariko. Finds Bombos and Book.
No sword to use the Bombos yet, but we appreciate it for potential mire opening and or cold stare simplifying.
It could also be like a Steed or Fire Rod's not required, and then it's your only weapon for cold stare. Those are pretty rare though. I think I had one in the tournament where my go mode was Bombos, and I didn't have the Fire Rod. So it happens. It requires Turtle Rock and Skullwoods to be pendants.
It's our first male upgrade in the well.
Yeah, confirmed hat color link.
Yep.
The ooh, another really good hook pushing item we're not allowed to for a glitch we're not allowed to do in this mode. Excellent.
And also a vanilla boomerang, if depending on who you ask.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that. And a glove. This Light World is freaking loaded. And we haven't even found Moon Pearl yet. This is going to be one of those seeds where you're still looking for Moon Pearl, but you go to Ice Palace because it's just full clearable and free. Not even because you're looking for a pearl.
Yeah. Would be surprised to see the other gloves show up here in Pod or something like that.
It's also worth noting that Spleebie had no way of knowing if this was a pendant or a crystal until he walked in, and he's lucky that it's a crystal. And Pearl's just sitting here.
Not even spicy.
I know. That's okay. The Light World has been spicy for other reasons. One of them being we can just do all the dungeons.
Yep, so we actually have non-glitch Dark World access with our Pearl, Glove, and Hammer.
Alright, bottle and probably the most obnoxious place to find a bottle, which is right after you leave Kakariko, but not early enough that it's worth going back up, so that Kid check might not happen for a while. Spleebie has more opportunities to find things like bottles and swords and stuff that would help with this area. This is the kind of seed where, even if you have the Moon Pearl, you don't go to the Dark World forever because you just have so much to do in the Light World.
We got the powder over in Pod.
Yeah, that's one of the items that's good to have before Kakariko. So Spleebie will have one extra check to do, and then if a bottle turns up, he could have another one. Otherwise, the glove was there in Kak, so Checkerboard Cave is covered, tablet's covered.
We can look at the tablet, we can't get it.
Well, you save time if it's nothing, and it usually is nothing. Oh, the flippers are here. Great. Swamp Palace is another dungeon we can just do in the Light World, out of logic, not even knowing if it's a crystal or not. This is great.
In the Light World?
Well, you could do it from Hera. There's a small key available.
No, I know that. I'm just saying it's not logical, though.
No. Because it would only be logical if you'd have to unlock it with Meyer keys. But if you have a Hera key, you can do it without going to Meyer.
Sure. I just
available.
Meant for logic.
Yeah, no, Moon Pearl will never be in there, but it's a dungeon that they can do. At this point, I'd probably want to pop into the Dark World just to check the map.
Hey, bottle.
Hey.
Like you said.
So that obnoxious Zika check for Skele will just be on the way for Spleebie. All right, are we using bow today, or are we using hammer?
I think I'm using bow here, but I could. Yeah, it looks like we're using bow. Yep.
I think I use bow for the first cycle, and then I switch to hammer. But if you're like really practice at NMG, you probably just want to use bow for the whole thing. Skele's doing great.
Ooh.
This is gonna be a 3 cycle.
Oh,
No,
you spoke too
so
soon.
close. Switching to the hammer. There we go.
Good enough.
And that's all the 3 light world dungeons down between the 2. Spleebie didn't do Helmosaur. Why?
Maybe he just wants to do it later and hope he has mirror for Eastern. I don't know.
I wonder if Spleebie just doesn't want to die. It's not actually free. Like 4-heart Helma with just the hammer and hook speed it's what you do in the speedrun, and people die there all the time in the speedrun.
You know, if I was Skele, I actually might have picked that heart container up just because we're only at 4 hearts still.
Yeah, I probably would too, but blue mail helps a lot.
It does, but you never know.
I usually stop picking up extra heart pieces at blue mail, and then I stop picking up extra heart containers at like blue mail plus 7 hearts. Or red mail at all.
Well, we're gonna check Zora this way.
That makes sense. When you have the flippers, there's no reason to try and carry a water rock over here, and you're just gonna lose it immediately.
No, we were too low. This old bush bonk. We just spring off the bush, but it breaks in the process. Just only getting the other not so important cane for our troubles, for our hefty wallet.
Skele is following the rule of you get a glove, check back of escape in your next save and quit.
A good rule. Okay, so Dark Cross has an item.
I think Skele is fine to do this. Checking this item, although Skele doesn't know that there's a small key available in Hera, so actually I'm a little less thrilled with Skele being here. Like, Spleebie could have done this and felt safe about it. But also, Skele could just hard reset. Like, if this is nothing, Skele didn't get anything out of this. Let's see. Do we hard reset? No. We just save and quit. I mean, I don't think I've seen like any Hyrule Castle key steals in the tournament. We used to do it all the time. The meta was still developing early on, and people were convinced that avoiding Mire at all costs, like Mire into Swamp at all costs, was the play, so we would just always set up key steals. But now, I think people are a lot more flexible with routing Mire in as a way to get to Swamp, or using Swamp unlocking as an excuse to go into Mire without Cane, for example.
Yeah.
That nowadays people just set it up when they think Mire might be a pendant, and they won't need to do it. They won't want to have to look for a medallion. Skele also is probably weighing the odd for pendant Swamp as well. Like, Swamp is probably not even a crystal.
Okay, we're gonna see what's on Sick Kid. Nothing. Boring. Nothing but hook, half magic in Mini Moldworm Cave.
Yeah, half magic is nice, but the most powerful magic items they have are Cane and Lamp, and they don't consume much. Can't even use the medallions. I didn't catch what Magic Bat was for Spleebie.
I don't think he did it yet.
He didn't do it.
Forgot.
Oh no. There's no reason for him not to do it. It's in logic. He has the hammer and the powder in magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he probably just forgot. I don't know.
Oh well. Skele didn't do it either, so it's probably fine.
Well, Skele hasn't been to pod yet.
No. But both of them are now in the same position of when they do powder, it'll be like much later. Maybe never.
Skele will be the first runner to finish off all the light world dungeons here after killing Moldorm. So 3 crystals in just about 20 minutes.
I hope the thing Skele does next is go into pod, but I think it actually makes more sense for him to go to Dark World and check his map first before committing to another dungeon of unknown value.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, he could go over to East Death Mountain, so I mean, it's right there. At the same time, you could also go to Dark Death Mountain. Who knows?
I think the thing I would do if I was Skele coming out of here is I would go into the portal and check my map. If Thieves Town is a crystal and Skullwoods is a pendant, I go to Thieves Town. If both of them are pendants or both of them are crystals, I go to GT.
Oh, you're right. We have a cane and hammer to do GT comfortably.
So the reason I would do that is because I wouldn't want to put myself in a position where I'm like double dipping Skullwoods. So if it's a pendant, I'll just not go at all. Thieves Town's a pendant, Myers a pendant, and Turtle Rock's a pendant. So this was a theoretical cane list seed, but we have the cane.
Yeah.
We don't really get to skip much except the Ice Rod. And the Meyer Medallion, which is probably making Skele sweat a little bit. Oh, no, Skele has the Smoky Apparel now. He's fine.
At this point, we only need Fire Rod and swords, then.
Oh, yeah, because Spleebie has the flippers. They're just sitting in pod. Yeah, this is... Actually, now, like, Skele has a good reason to go into Skullwoods because he knows that the Fire Rod won't be here. If he full clears it and doesn't find Fire Rod, he's not leaving it behind. So I don't know if I necessarily would want to go this way at all if Pendant Thieves is here, but I just hate Pendant Thieves.
Are you just saying that you think it's good to go here because he doesn't want to last locate his fire on Skullwoods after he's done literally everything else in the game, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's safe to go here because he's not orphaning anything. But it's also potentially a waste of time. I also think it might be a little unsafe to go here when Pendant Thieves is here because he's either going to waste a bunch of time in Pendant Thieves or he's going to just fully orphan it. Like, I don't know. I think I would go to GT just because it's also, like, you're not leaving behind Fire Rod there, but you're also risking maybe being tempted into a swordless gauntlet with a hammer too at the end, which is not very pleasant.
Okay, that's both items in Skullwoods. Trash.
That's pretty good. That was a like, Skele chose the right chest opening order to make that as fast as possible because you could definitely lose a lot of time going for the one and done chest and then finding a key and full clearing the front and then the middle. Yeah, Swordless Gauntlet sounds actually awful, and then the Agatu fight at the end is with the hammer, which is impossible. Also, Skele still has 4 hearts, just got his 5th in C-shaped house.
Not anymore. Tipping Independent Thieves, though.
Mm-hmm. Is he gonna leave? Is he going to walk out? Or is he gonna keep going? Because I think if you walk in here without the mirror and you find a small key and a map as your first 2 chests, you're kind of committed to doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate Pendant Thieves so much. Skele? This is not
are we walking out?
Oh, is this the optimal way to do... This might actually just be optimal.
If you want to not have to deal with fake Dark World, yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're not death warping out in HMG, so maybe if you're committed to just leaving, you are... This doesn't feel optimal. I don't know. I don't think he's feeling great about the fact that there was only one item here. So Shuffle, he probably won't get to check on this trip. Now, Spleebie is chasing dungeons.
Oh,
and
classic.
I don't think he has... Has he checked his map yet? Does he have knowledge? If Sky hasn't marked it on the tracker, I'm assuming that means he hasn't actually checked. So he's going to blind do a dungeon that he doesn't know is a crystal, but it is a crystal. Also, he's going to do maybe a Hammer Argus. Oh no, he's just doing South Shore. Never mind. This would have been so cool if he had done Mini Moldorm first and then done Swamp, but doing it without checking the map first would be kind of risky.
Doing Hammer Peg's Escape because it's the fastest way out of here. Need to buffer a clean down left there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think usually you just slash your sword. You can hold the down left. It's not frame perfect, but it does need to be clean. I think Skele used the select buffer because he was already in select buffer and grip to do the one frame out.
Yeah, if you could just line up at the bottom, that nestle up in the corner. There's map check for Spleebie. Nestle up in the corner, then just buffer one sword slash to the right, dash turn, and then buffer your down left.
Spleebie's going to opt for Hookshot Cave. I think for him, this is how he gets to Village of Outcasts. But I'm not sure if he'll want to with the whole, like, fireless Skullwoods Pendant Thief situation. That would have kept me out of this. I don't know if that will keep him out. He is a fan of long swim, which is where you do catfish and then you swim across the entire mountain to do bumper ledge.
Yeah, it's always great. Nothing to speak of in Mire Shed, and our Mire Medallion is Quake anyway, so we don't even have that.
That's great. That's what you want to see. You want to see Pendant Mire not be accessible for as long as possible.
Gotcha.
Because then you don't have to worry about Swamp. That's the other reason it might have been risky for Spleebie to just do Swamp Blind, is that that he doesn't even know that it's in logic until he checks the Mire Medallion. Yeah, Mitten Hookshot Cave is... That might turn him away from doing Long Swim because it's so easy to get to Village of Outcasts with the mitts from a save and quit. It's still slower than doing it now, but faster than never doing it. Oh, Fire Rods and Hype Cave. Alright. So we're on a sword hunt. Great.
Sword hunt. Skele needs to go to Pod to get his flippers too, but yeah.
That's right. We also don't need to think about Mire until a sword shows up, because we can't enter.
That's true.
Even if we had the medallion. Spleebie is doing Long Swim after all. Let's see how much of everything he does. Like, he could save time by not dipping Skull and Thieves and just doing the overworld and then ending at Fire Rod. The funny thing about Skullwoods also is that even with Fire Rod, Skele still can't kill Moth. I think he might do one and done, and depending on whether it's a key or not, he might have a worse time than Skele. I'm not sure what his reaction would be to finding, say, a map or a compass as his first chest.
Ah, classic.
Alright, we got purple mail. Honestly, probably good in a swordless seed. And just tank hits. Okay, so Spleebie got a key, which is nice. But he is going to open a few extra checks. We'll see if he goes into the middle, or if he decides that it's too slow. It can be hard to talk yourself into going into the middle when you're not doing it first. Nice. I think he does that on purpose. That bumper thingy. So Skele's about to hit Sword Go mode in Pod, and also kill Helmasaur, which I'm assuming doesn't have an item. I feel like if it had an item, Spleebie might have chased it on his first trip. Okay, Spleebie is going to do the middle. He'll get item number 2. He won't have to come back here until much later. Nice use of the boomerang. The double hit.
Oh. Or even with Samaria.
So Skele is picking up a pretty sizable lead over Spleebie at the moment. Oh wow. Spleebie is leaving. This looks good, I think. No.
No,
no,
looks bad.
Don't tease us like that. I mean, it's fine. He doesn't need the Fire Rod yet. Hype Cave is fine. It's Hype Cave. We'll get there eventually. There are places he can go where he can clear dungeons. He's probably following the rule. He's going to go to the Baku's Gate first.
Where was Samaria again?
Sahasrarla's Closet.
That's right. Okay.
So that's another one that will just show up, I think. I'm not too worried about Spleebie finding that. Crystal Eastern is going to lead him into that eventually, and it's not even required. He doesn't need it.
It could be
right?
for the GT Big Key.
Could be for the big key, and it certainly helps with Ice Palace. I think he's just gonna go there now, and we'll get the cane, and we'll do Eastern. Eastern is MP. But yeah, I know Spleebie could. So I think one of the best things that could happen to Spleebie is he finds a sword, right? He goes to GT, finds a sword, and then decides Ice Palace is the play. And if he decides to go in through the Dark World for whatever reason, he might hit Hype Cave on the way. But I don't know if he will if he has the mitts. That's going to be a hard sell. Because then it's not really on the way anymore, right? Then he's just doing it from Link's house. So there's Skele's powder. But that's even, I would say, even more orphaned for him than it was for Spleebie when Spleebie forgot to do it. Because Spleebie at least hasn't been to Village of Outcasts yet.
It will be funny if a sword ends up being on Magic Bat. We could have just had it so early.
think also that neither of them has done Hobo.
No. No, that's not true. Spleebie did it immediately.
Oh, he did it immediately? Okay. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have Kane. Well, he has it now, but he didn't Saha start.
Right. Neither does Skele for that matter, but
Well, Skele Sank started, I believe.
Neither did Skele, excuse me, I should say. And I'll actually get to see if anything was on Helmasaur, because I still have not been counting if we got all the items or not. No basement clipping from Skele either.
Oh yeah, it's... You can save time on it. If you're like already in the back, then you have all the like stuff that makes it easy. You can save time a lot more easily than you could in the speedrun where you're doing it from the front. But you still have to be pretty consistent and confident at it. Okay. So where does Spleebie go now? He has some options. He is... The lingering on Link's house is making me hope. This looks like it might be Pipe Cave. Nice key dash for Skele. I wonder how Spleebie will react to finding the fire rod. Will that change his route at all? Will he just audible into Ice Palace, which is a thing he can do now? Like, I would be tempted to, but also to do that, he would have to either like start a Flipper's Wrap right away, which is pretty slow, or he'd have to save and quit to Link's house and swim, which is also slow. So it's not really as like close as it seems. The mirror would make it very close, or like not having the mitts, because then Flipper Wrap is the only way you have to get here. He's just going to continue on the overworld. This could be just a South Dark World play. I don't know if he'll go up to Village of Outcasts. The thing is that we know he's not going to find the mitts, or he's not going to find the sword here, because Skele's already done all of it.
Yes, love seeing the correct dash swordless there, Skele. Let's go.
So the way Spleebie's routing, where he's doing Mire Shed before Dig Game, makes me think his intention is to clip up to nice Escher hop. Clip up to Dig Game and then clip up to Village of Outcasts. Checking if Mire is in Logic yet. It is of course not in Logic because Spleebie doesn't have a sword. But also because it's Quake. The thing is that like the logic for Mire Medallion doesn't even matter anymore because it's like there's 4 swords in the game. One of them is Locking Swamp. And the rest of them are wild. The long think. Yeah. That was definitely a long think. And I understand it's overwhelming how much of the world is available. Also really just shocking how much they've been avoiding Ganon's tower. By the way, I was like not paying enough attention. Was there an item on Helmasaur?
Yes, there was. There was nothing.
Nothing there, okay. But it was an item.
It was an item.
So like, okay, Spleebie will probably just save and quit and do pod the next time he saves and quits. If it was an item, I'm not sure why he did it before Hype Cave, or didn't do it before Hype Cave. It's sort of a free action, like it's a neutral thing. It doesn't really get faster unless he thinks that having a sword will be a significant difference. Skele is doing Swamp, and then I'm assuming he will just do Ice next. And then and then GT. It could be Swamp and then GT and then Ice. Oh, let's see how much of Thieves Spleebie does. It's hard to imagine going independent Thieves when you are Swords Go mode and you have all these crystal dungeons you can clear. I'm actually like shocked that Spleebie has done anything since Hype Cave that isn't just beeline crystals, but that was probably the plan he had originally, and he wanted to continue on the plan. And if he didn't do it, then he was probably never going to do it. Also, he's in Thieves Town. I'm continuing to be surprised. I cannot predict what these runners are going to do.
You say no Thieves Town. They say yes Thieves Town. They do not care.
I can kind of see the benefit for Spleebie is that he doesn't have to walk out. He can just save and quit at chest number 4, because I don't think he has any more business here after this. If a sword shows up, then he can walk out and do Skull, but otherwise he's just gonna move. There's something funny about picking up this. He's gonna walk out. Is he gonna keep going? I guess he might. I mean, it was one item. Okay. Well, if there's a sword here, it could matter.
I'm ready for 3 swords to be in the back of Thieves Town.
Surely he knows he's in Sword Go mode, right? Like, he's not thinking he needs the Ice Rod or... Oh, he thought about it, I think. There's gonna be like 3 swords and thieves, and I'm going to eat crow.
Yeah, like I said, I'm ready.
There's gonna be 1 sword in Thieves Town Attic, and I'm going to cry that it's not no logic and we can't dupe the sword.
Speaking of swordless things, here comes the best boss battle ever with swordless.
We don't even have silver arrows. If we had silver arrows, we could do the coolest quick swap fight in the world. And it wouldn't even be dangerous because we don't have the mirror.
That's right.
It would be perfect. The only thing that would make it more perfect is not having boomerangs.
Okay, no 3 sword back of thieves today.
No, it's what, 2 max.
Yeah.
I love this fight. I guess it's gonna be like a hammer burner blind for Spleebie.
Oh, the fire rod! Let's go!
Oh, let's go! Fire rods.
You never see this.
Is that 1 hit or 2?
I think it's 1.
Oh, that's probably a worthwhile quick swap. But you don't have enough magic bar. You could. I know Skele has a green potion in there. He could probably have drank it.
Okay.
He's not active. Well, I love the flute, but not right now. This is not the time for activating flute.
Oh, this guy. Okay. Oh my gosh. We could decide what we wanted to do with him, and we just ate the dust.
Believe it or not.
Ate dirt.
I'm walking on air.
Yeah.
Finally, someone goes to GT, and it's gonna be empty, and they're gonna do a swordless climb and fight Aga with the hammer, and it's gonna be great. Ooh,
we have blue cane.
Yeah, let's do the blue cane.
Hey, there's GT. Alright.
Yeah, we're in a place that has 27 checks in it now. Surely one of them will be a sword.
Well, for Spleebie, you're thinking, well, that was a giant waste of time.
Yeah. The funny thing is that you're Skele, you're thinking, that was a giant waste of time about the first 4 of thieves not realizing your opponent did even worse.
But he can't know that. Oh, there's one.
Sword just sitting here the whole time. You could have just had this. Actually, the fire rod was blocking the sword, so you're forgiven.
Oh, we're going backwards.
Also,
what?
We're on the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we have red mail. Are we getting grabbed? Okay, yeah.
You're gonna get grabbed. Maybe Skele has plans for post-climb real Dark World. Yeah, I don't even know what Spleebie would be leaving for. Like, surely he's not gonna pick up the Smith. You have Crystal Dungeons. Just go to GT. He's like quite far behind now. I'm a little concerned for Spleebie, but that sword is not enough for go mode. Like, there needs to be another sword. It would be a lot more interesting if Spleebie had found one sword in Thieves.
There's go mode right there. Gonna check this chest, and then we're still going. I guess, are we...
Big key?
Yeah, I forgot we hadn't seen that yet.
I don't think we found that yet. Yeah, Spleebie has to clean up pod, and then he's behind by Olive Swamp as well. So this is pretty... It's going to be pretty hard for him to catch up. I don't normally like to say it this early, but it's hard to imagine a scenario where Spleebie gets enough of an advantage over Skele. That isn't just Skele hardlocking away a bunch of progress.
Oh, and
the silver arrows, yeah. So Ganon will be fine, I guess. Not terribly slow.
This is gonna be a sub-hour, I think, for Skele.
You still gotta do ice though, but yeah, it certainly can be. It's Skullwoods and ice are gonna be a little bit of cleanup, and they're a little annoying to get to. They're not on the way to anything. He's doing the right thing in saving and quitting out of here because it's not faster to do this early and then walk to Ganon later. Usually you want to do the climb last because it's the fastest way to get to Ganon in the end game.
Yeah.
I forgot where Spleebie's mitts were.
Hookshot Cave.
Hookshot Cave? Okay.
Assuming Skele knows what he's doing here, then he's never going to see those.
I guess the big thing that could give Spleebie back a bunch of time is if Skele doesn't know how to do Flipper's Rap, but it's pretty clear he just perfectly practiced at this and knows what he's doing, so I don't think this will be an issue. Bonking on terrain a little bit, that's fine.
There he goes. He is in ice successfully. Yep, and since we do the HMG clip in the first room of ice, we just hit the switch and we can go straight to Cold Stare. It's that fast.
It's so fast. I love HMG Swamp so much.
Ice.
Or ice. HMG Swamp is fun for different reasons.
Speaking of HMG Ice, we're going to Ice here for Spleebie.
Yes. Spleebie will be doing a... Oh yeah, he's not in go mode, so he's got to pick up this mushroom. Spleebie will be doing a fire rod only Cold Stare with probably hammer puffs. Half magic's nice.
Does he still have the potion?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you could
that a
just
legit?
spam.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hang on. Was that a legit strat that Skele used there to get hit off the spike to like just dash?
I don't know. Is it better to use the cane when the block is there?
Yes, slightly.
Really?
Because you don't have to push it, and it takes.
Wow. It wouldn't have even. Oh yeah, Spleebie's also gonna full clear this dungeon. It wouldn't have even occurred to me to use the cane to save time on that. That's next level like rando strats. That's like players like Skele and Gamachu excel at, is being so versatile in all the little different ways you can save time in Randomizer that aren't just from like grinding the speedrun.
Well, that is crystal number 6 for Skele. All he has left is Skullwoods, and then to climb GT since he's already got the big key.
Yeah, I think sub hour is tough, but it'll like sub 105. It depends on whether there's a free sword upstairs in GT or not. Is this going to be a Skudgewoods? So I think that is the best way to get to Skull from a save and quit. If you're confident at it.
Oh yeah, because you can just go straight to the back part of Skull. He's not doing that though, I don't think. Well, he still could. But he.
Well, this is how you do Skudgewoods. You use this portal, I think.
Okay.
It'll be faster to walk into here than to hammer pegs at TR, unless TR pegs are already down. I guess he could lose a little time if he decides to. Yeah, he's not doing sword checks here. I respect it. You have silver arrows and red mail. Like you're not likely to find a sword there, and you're not gonna save enough time, I think, to make up for the risk of wasting time. Of course, speaking of risk, this is a hard lock risk, but from a save and quit, there's no progress. You lose just time.
I like that it's optimal just to take a fall there to get rid of your beams too. That's awesome.
Well, the fall is optimal. It's faster.
I know. For both the entry and the beams is what I mean.
Yes.
I just only mentioned one facet of it.
It certainly helps because in this mummy room, you really don't want to have beams. Oh, okay. Speaking of things people do in rando that wouldn't have even occurred to me, did not know you could just silver arrow out the door. Is that safe on all RNGs? So he doesn't even get to get a spin on Cold Stare.
Oh man.
And doesn't get to drink his potion until he has access to the to the menu. And
I want to say
already down.
There is a silvers plus red boom strat you could do where you just like silver straight out the door.
And then you red boom the key. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, Twin, it's almost over.
Lock it. Okay. Thanks, Gamma. So it is RNG. It is not safe. Like, sounds like you have to deal with Moldorm at worst.
So how long is the GT climb? Approximately.
3.5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so sub hour is alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Just need to have a good game.
Oh,
okay. We know how to save this. We can. We don't know how to save this.
I don't know how to save that.
Check Shobi
How do you
once,
save that?
and you have to like finagle in a certain way that gets you back onto the screen. You can just try the wrap again.
I'm writing it down. Finagle a certain way. All right, got it. That's going on the glitch maps.
Listen.
I'm crediting that to you. Oh no, Skele's fixing his camera. I don't think having a broken camera was the problem there. I think probably the problem was that he was going too fast and maybe just released too early and didn't release it cleanly or got bumped up a pixel by accident. Otherwise, the trick is identical in wrapped state. But yeah, we got, what, 6 minutes to climb and kill Ganon. And it's Master Sword Silver's Ganon. About how long is that?
Master Sword Silver's...
I know that's pretty variable, but...
We have the cape and the cane, so we could do a 1-cycle phase 2, which would help.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that
so that's probably a minute and a half.
I should learn that. I've been playing Rando for like 6 years and haven't learned cane strats. They're good now too with fast ROM. You don't even get the terrible amounts of lag you used to get.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they've been swordless for most of the game. Both of them were late into GT, but I don't know. Spleebie did a bunch of stuff. He did Pendant he did Pendant Thieves. Both of them did Front of Skull. Spleebie did Hookshot Cave, found Mitts, which saves a little time, but probably not enough to make up for going to Hookshot Cave.
Oh, that's what the mirror was.
So, Spleebie's sword is in Stalfos' room, I believe. The one that he hasn't gotten yet.
Yeah.
He's also going to be later to the big key, because I think that was in Rando room.
Yes, the key was in Rando room.
Fall Right's interesting. I think he went there because he didn't have mirror and didn't want to like leave the way Skele had to leave. Which I agree with. I would also do that. And the mirror was past that, which is nice. It's not enough, but it's nice. It will save him time in Swamp. But also, I think the game will be like over by then. Like Skele will have finished. But getting mirror before Swamp is good. Like that is just by himself playing. Like Spleebie is saving time having put off Swamp. Skele lost time over Spleebie having done Swamp before GT.
Oh my goodness. Well,
okay, well now it's super alive. Let's go. Sub hour. He could get the second sub hour in this tournament. The first one was Crithel on a race that didn't even get a restream. So this could be the first one we get to see.
Nice. You want your race to take less than an hour, just have me and Malmo do your commentary.
Yeah, so how about that? 3 swords in GT. I'm not gonna say told you so, but I totally would have gone to GT right out of that portal. Because I would have seen Pendant Thieves and been like, no. I'm not touching that area until I have at least a sword and a fire rod.
Okay, we're climbing. Okay.
I would not. It's funny because on this route, I would not have the tempered sword because I would have missed the sword that's in Compass chest.
Oh yeah. When he entered Thieves Town, no, I'm pretty sure he'd only needed swords. He did Hype Cave into like Stumpy Dig Game Thieves Town area.
Yeah, yeah, he was definitely in sword mode. I was not expecting him to go into Thieves. Definitely not expecting him to stay there. I think he wasn't expecting to stay there. I think he was expecting to find more than one item in the front and save and quit, and then he found only one and felt bad about it, and then kept going. He might have just felt like he was so far behind for some other reason that he had to make a play like that. This is one of those things we'll have to wait for the interview, because I can speculate. until I turn blue, but like we can just ask when the race is over and get a real answer.
Yeah,
Spleebie's
so
having a very nice Master Sword Gauntlet, by the way. I'm gonna point this out because I've been dunking on Spleebie for the last like 10 minutes, but he's actually playing really well. He's executing this basically perfectly.
If you were curious, Skele dropped into Ganon like 58-20, so he would have had like 10 seconds of leeway to try and squeeze in a sub-hour had he only had Master Sword Silvers, but it's just super easy, and so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, he's gonna get like a Torch Glitch triple too. Nice. Perfect phase 4. Love to see it.
Get your cheeses in chat for this ultra fast restreamed HMG race time of sub 59:40. Does Spleebie finish out seeds typically?
He'll probably finish GT and then look at the race room. He knows that Skele finished. He put a GG in chat. In fact, you know, we're seeing on a bit of a delay. He probably just saw the sword and then it's like, okay. Okay, I get it. And probably thinks Skele just went here super early, but actually didn't. I think this seed had sub 50 potential. I'm going to. Oh. I want to put this seed up to some people and see what happens because I think you can sub 50 this with the right route. Because the way it happens is you go to GT right out the gate, right? And then after GT you have 2 swords. And you go to like Swamp and Ice next. And you find your Fire Rod on the way to Ice because you don't have the mitts.
Oh, can we get it? Can we? Oh. No, we can't.
I wanted to see him show us Ice Clive, but he didn't get the Clive because he already knows he lost. He's spoiler, we're already forfeited it in the race room, so that would have been a fun way to forfeit out.
Yeah, Spleebie is now officially forfeited. So, GG's in chat for Spleebie. It's one of those very jet seas, and if you just have the right route, you just destroy your opponent or whoever the heck you're racing. All right, and we're joined by both of the racers. GG's to you both.
GG's.
GG's, Skele.
Skele, I think you're a bit quiet. If you want to get closer to mic or something.
Is that any better?
Not really. I don't think.
Well, I'll just talk really loud.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Helps a lot.
Okay.
Well, GG's. Imagine checking like West Dark World instead of just going to GT.
Well, the thing is, Skele didn't just go to GT either. There was all of West Dark World and Skullwoods and part of Thieves, but I think he was already a bit ahead for other reasons when he went there. My question for Spleebie is, after you found the Fire Rod, what were you thinking? Like, what was like? I'm sure that probably like put your mind in a tailspin.
I was just thinking about going to Ice, but I didn't have a sword for Bombo, so I was like, oh, maybe Fire Rod's there. And then when I got the Fire Rod, my only thought was oh, I could do ice now, haha. And I didn't
But
realize that that put me into sword mode
When did
until
you
later.
realize you were in sword mode? Was it before or after Thieves?
In the front of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Was it
okay.
the time you like paused your game while you were in the Thieves Town room?
I
where
wanted to
blind
leave.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
And I
Like
was
you didn't
like,
realize you were in
well,
sword mode until then. Once you're in there, you're kind of committed, though. It's like, I get it.
There were 3 items that there still. I was hoping for 2 swords.
We were hoping for 3. Skele hadn't actually found any swords yet either when you were in there. But Skele was in GT at the time, so we found out pretty quickly what the actual situation was. Yeah, this is why I hate Pendant Thieves.
And then I went to pod ridiculously early, and I didn't want to go fight the boss on 4 hearts, I guess it was. But
yeah, I figured it was
should've.
probably just the fight sucked. You'd have to do a hook speed hammer fight with like all dungeons health.
I didn't even think about hook speed. If I had remembered hook speed, I might have done it. I mean, regular hammers.
You had the bow too.
Fine,
yeah, it's.
Oh, we had the bow.
No, it's not. For phase 1. Yeah, for phase 1 it's fine.
Yeah, for phase 1.
Phase 2.
And then
Regular hammer for phase 2 with that little health is something. Let's just say it's forgotten tech. There's a time when people had to know how to do that, and even I remember having to learn that and be like, how do people do this? It's impossible. And then the hook speed stuff came out, and it was. I'm not going to call it free, but it was a lot more reasonable.
Yeah, well, Skele, on your side, seemed like for the majority of the beginning, it's just like items left and right, and then the slow trickle there a little bit for finding the flippers, and then eventually getting to GT for the swords. Just you're like, oh, did I go fast enough? Like, what were your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, first of all, can you hear me any better now? I changed something.
Still a little bit quiet, but
okay.
oh wait, it's a little better.
Okay, I definitely felt a little worried that I was overclearing at points, especially after I did Hera, because like that's when I decided to do DMD and start like the big, like counterclockwise loop. But it felt kind of bad once I found out Thieves was a pendant, because then it's like, well, gee, my one crystal I could be doing is pod, and I'm just like doing everything that's not pod. So I was kind of worried about that. And then when I got the Fire Rod and Hype Cave, I was like a little bit annoyed, but was kind of hoping that there wasn't a sword somewhere easily accessible that I could have gotten anyway. Because if there was no sword, then the Fire Rod wouldn't have helped me like doing Skull if I had gone the other direction. So I was a little bit worried about that, but I'm pretty sure this is a PB for me in HMG.
Nice.
It's a pretty crazy seed. I guess it helps that like you have pendants, TR and Mire, which are like kind of the slowest dungeons, I guess, besides Swamp in this mode.
Hey, we take it either way.
The easy Swamp hierarchy.
Yeah, that was nice.
I was wondering.
I thought about doing early Swamp.
I was wondering, Skele, if you like
in pod.
I actually thought you were doing early Swamp, Spleebie, when you were in the dam.
Not so, apparently.
It would have been pretty bold, not knowing it was a crystal yet.
Yeah. Sorry, you were trying to say something to Skele?
Yeah, I was going to ask him if when you went to Back of Escape and spent the key, if you were worried about Swamp, because you hadn't found the Hera key yet.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, but it seems so rare for that, like the rat key to actually be useful, that I was like, whatever, I'll just get the item. Especially because I think I already had red mail, maybe? Or at least blue. So like death warping from Front of Escape, which I never ended up doing, but that would be really annoying. And also seeing there were 3 crystals in Light World, like they were pretty decent odds that Swamp's a pendant anyway. So I figured like all those things combined, it was perfectly fine to just get the one item that I knew was there when it was convenient.
Yeah, I think that's basically what I said. I was like, it's probably fine. Even if we knew there's a key upstairs too. We had a little extra knowledge from Spleebie having done Hera. But yeah, the scene was pretty cool. You still have another, you still have the rest of this series to go, and you're in the winners bracket, so you're doing pretty well. I hope you have a good next race. I look forward to it. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, good luck tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, looking forward to it. GG's again, and thank you for the restream.
Yeah. GG's.
Yep. I'll actually be on voice again tomorrow. This time with the tracker on the microphone with me. Speaking of tracker, thanks to Sky for tracking. And yeah, that's all I've got too. So thanks for co-coms, Malmo. Appreciate you. And I think that yeah, thanks for watching. I think we're done here. See you guys next race.